Holy crap, Mac! I beat you to it this week.
Holy crap, training number one.
I beat you to it, Mac, because I am hella excited, as the kids would say. Excited AF.
Yes?
I'm excited AF for this one.
You know, where...
Did I throw you off with the AF? Is that what happened? You seem real... We got a match for you folks, and it's a wild one. I'll tell you that right now.
It is training number one.
We are talking about the loose cannon.
His cannon
Rancin.
So
it's loose. It's just firing off.
Like,
firing off.
Falling out of it.
He has no control over that cannon, Mac.
Screws are coming out of it.
They're loose. They're for sure falling out. And he's taking on a man that many folks might not know here in Reunion Wrestling.
Yes, because it's
been
like 20 years.
He did not wrestle in Reunion Wrestling 2,
no,
but he's here at Reunion Wrestling 3 to make a name for himself. He's the bad boy himself, Cujo. Not Cool Joe, as you often say, but Cujo.
Cujo, yeah.
Cujo.
C-U-U-L Joe.
That's not even how you spell either of those things. But he's here tonight, folks. And he's taking on Ray Rancin.
I can hear the music now, training number one.
All right, let's head down to the ring, man.
At this time, please welcome Ray Rancin.
Training number one, what comes to mind when Ray Rancin hits the ring?
Insanity, Meg. That's what comes to my mind. And also rubber chickens. That also is something that comes to my mind. Is chickens and insanity. Look at him, Mac. He looks crazed.
The man
scaring some of the capacity crowd here.
This is bringing back ultra memories. Training number one.
This guy in a VFW. He's caused the same VFW has caused more mischief and mayhem than anyone I can think of.
Beating up security guards.
What's he doing?
Beating up juggalos in the crowd. Apparently he has some kind of...
He's hiding behind
thought process.
Hiding behind the wall there.
You ready? Let's do it.
And here he is, Mac.
Cujo
a
bad
boy in his first match. And whoa, 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 whoa! Ow! Ray Rancin taking Cujo out, taking himself out.
Smacking with that chicken.
Yo, I think I see welts from the chicken feet.
You see that chicken impression on his back?
Oh man, where did Ray Rancin go? He went back to the back.
Oh, there he is. Wait a minute.
What does he have in his hand?
Something in his hand? What is that?
Is that a beer bottle?
I think that was a glass bottle.
Oh my God!
Oh! Wait a minute. Right in front of the referee.
Wait, Mac. Look who that referee is.
That's Peter Crave under that bandana.
That's Peter Crave under the bandana. Are you kidding me?
The referee does not.
Are you kidding me?
Is he calling for the bell?
He called for the bell. 1, 2, 3, and look at the smile on Ray Rancin's face. This was a setup.
We gotta check with the.
Cackling like a witch.
The man has earned the name Loose Cannon. Mayhem every
Was
single
that the match?
time.
It's over?
Apparently that was it, training.
This was a setup from the Go Mac. Casey Shooter as the distraction. Peter Crave as the referee. Ray Rancin taking the win, choking his chicken on the way out, and Mac
bringing mayhem to Reunion Wrestling every time.
A setup from the Go Mac.
Oh my goodness!
This episode seems to be like 6 minutes long or something.
Was that?
I feel like this is that can't be it.
Training right? That was a glass bottle that broke over Cujo's head.
And it was also Peter Crave as the referee who called for the bell.
The crooked referee.
Watched him get hit with a bottle.
What was that? A pure setup, like you mentioned before. Ray Rancin hiding behind the wall.
The little chicken, the chicken popped, the head popping out. Some chicken tactics. And he walloped Cujo with that chicken. I'm pretty sure you can see like the feet marks on
I've seen it. Yes. We'll have a.
We can't do this to the fans at home. They wanted to tune in for a full episode of Reunion Wrestling.
Producer, roll the wheel.
We got something from
stock footage.
Stock footage. Go.
I'm Ray Rancin. I'm the Loose Cannon. When I was about 14, 15 years old, a bunch of friends and I, we used to wrestle each other in the living room of a friend's house. One day, one of the guys had the idea to start up a promotion, name it Teenage Championship Wrestling, and off we went with that. How it went was I grew up with Peter Crave, and Crave had a bunch of friends that he knew from school. Among them, Dave Oliver, Mac Echo, there was Havoc, myself, of course, Scotty Jive, and a few others I'm forgetting, but that was kind of the core of the roster. And we did that for a couple years. I want to say about 2 or 3, and it was actually Crave who got us in touch with some of the guys at EAW he knew, and I went down there one day with Crave to have some matches, and it was essentially like a tryout. Those matches were really physical. You know, those guys hit pretty hard.
Oh God, oh no, this sucks.
No, I can't.
There was some real violence involved there. Before we left that day, we had an invitation to return, and then we did that for 2.5 years, I want to say. Dave Oliver had decided that he wanted to do something a little different, and he linked up with his little group, and he formed ACW. And because he was able to actually secure a building and a training center, a lot of us, you know, just joined with him. You know, looking back, I realized that, you know, my character and me personally just took things too far. Fans, and we're trying to, you know, play with their emotions. Should I have done that? Maybe not, but again, just being a bad guy and doing what I felt I did better than anybody in ACW at the time. It was just part of the show. I was just performing. That said, I knew after that okay, I probably crossed a real line here and that there's going to be some consequences. I had a falling out with Dave. I mean, he and I had been having issues for years. He didn't like me personally, and I didn't care much for him. Myself and a few other guys had gotten into an argument with Dave after the show, and I just remember thinking to myself, why are we doing this? Like, it's not worth it. So many other places we could go, and we deserve better. And it was at that time where I just said, I'm out of here. Well, when I first found out that there was going to be a reunion show, at first I thought that this is a joke, right? And then when I found out that this show was going to happen and that there was a set date, a set time and place for it to occur, then I started becoming a little more excited. I feel it was presented really nicely. I think that was the ideal way to represent my character and introduce myself to a new audience that may not have been familiar with my work. So going out there and, you know, smashing somebody over the head with a guitar while they're playing the national anthem, I mean, that's huge. I mean, I'm the loose cannon, and I'm the loose cannon for a reason, is because I'm the guy out of everybody that's the most apt to pull a stunt like that. If you could go out there and interact with an audience live after being away for so long, how would you do it? I definitely couldn't have come up with a better way to, you know, return to the fold. Doing the whole Bitter Club deal with Scott Levesque, that was great because I have so much respect for Scott Levesque. I think he's just mega talented. You know, getting to reunite with Casey was great because I love having him as a partner. Working with him, I feel like when we're out there, I mean, we can do anything.
Anything could happen here, you know what I'm saying? All it takes is a simple throw and over the ropes goes Crazy Kid.
I cannot believe it. And the new #1 contender, Ray Rancin.
You know, I feel like I've been vindicated, for lack of a better term, because I had been wrestling for all these years and feeling bitter, you know, because I hadn't received those opportunities like other guys I know. I mean, all I can say is I've been waiting a long time for this kind of chance. I mean, I've wanted to be a main event for years and years to prove that I could do just as well as anybody else. And now that I'm here, I'm going to do everything that I can to stay in that position. And whatever it takes, that's what I'm going to do. You can be sure of that.
Everyone, if you had no idea,
It was a good reel.
it was a good reel. And highlighting Ray Rancin, the man is a loose cannon, making mayhem at Reunion Wrestling 3.
Causing it. He's not just causing it, Mac. He's making it. He's making it himself.
Yes,
just running wild here in Reunion Wrestling, Mac. But speaking of running wild, next week, we got 3 men who are in a no disqualification match.
You know,
they're allowed to run wild all over. I just did a whole spin. That VFW hall.
We've seen 2 of the men
Clash before.
last season. They clashed before.
Not last season.
Not last season.
The season before, but
You
that's fine
seen
too.
them last season.
You did see them last season.
They clashed in the first season.
That's right, Mac. We're talking about Havoc and Crazy Kid, but no. It's not just those 2.
No.
Let's explain who's number 3.
Because we got a 3-way. And what kind of 3-way?
Would it be without the third guy? It would just be a 2-way, right? So who's in that 3-way, Mac? Who's number 3?
We had to dig deep, Training #1. We hit the internet. We sent Google messages. We emailed. We couldn't come up with anything. So we got our snow jackets on.
And we hiked up some mountains.
We hit the Alps. Yes,
we hit the Alps.
We
and
had
found
to,
him.
Training #1.
We found him, Mac.
Finally found him.
Hidden, training in Kendo Karate.
Kendo Karate. I've never heard of it. But I have now.
He's now a master of it, Mac.
And
We're
he
talking
is.
about none other than the Canadian karate icon, Scotty Jive.
Yes, Training
After
#1.
season #1, Scotty Jive hit the Alps, climbed the very top, and
Never
has been
showed
training.
his face again until now, Training #1.
That's right, Mac. And next week, Scotty Jive brings that Kendo Karate to you.
He's here, and it's going down next week. So until then...
Also, it's for the VFW Championship.
There's a championship.
Let's spring that on everybody,
line.
too, right? Yeah, let's spring that on everyone.
Surprise.
That's right, Mac. You've heard of the FTW title. You've heard of the TNT title.
Yes.
Well, we got the VFW Championship. Oh, yes, baby.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And it's all going down at VFW Hall Brawl next week.
Check it out.
Like and subscribe until then.
Don't forget. So you don't forget. Like and subscribe so you don't forget.
Goodbye.